All right, so here's my general tire tip for you. When fishing for these big smallmouth, Great Lakes, St. Lawrence River that you see behind me, these fish have really tough mouths. They're down there eating on gobies and crawfish that are buried in zebra mussels, quagga mussels, rocks. They got some pretty tough mouths. And if you're fishing a drop shot, typical drop shot, a lot of people fish an 8-pound test. You fish a trocar hook, which is super sharp. It's the world's sharpest hook. But even so, is when you're setting the hook with a spinning rod in light line, you don't get a lot of pressure on these fish. And I have lost more fish on the Great Lakes over the years by fishing a spinning rod, just because I don't feel like I can get a great hook set on them, just because their mouths are so hard. These 4, 5, 6-pound smallmouth, you got to hammer them. So I'm switched up and went to a 7-foot 6-inch Skeet Reese Carolina rig rod, 12-pound trilene 100% fluorocarbon, and I can fish a 1/0, 2/0, 3/0 hook. But I have way more power now when I'm setting the hook. I can actually hit these fish, and my hook and land ratio goes way up. So if you're going to go fish for some of these big giant smallmouths that got some big tough mouths on them, try going to a heavier drop shot on a bait casting reel. I throw a 7-to-1 Victory, but give you a little more power to be able to get a much better hook set. I think you're going to find that your hook and land ratio is going to go way up on these smallmouths. So that's my general tire tip for you.